today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's a special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Baker Mayfield and the Carolina Panthers versus David Blau and the Detroit Lions.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, the Lions here. It's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here are the Panthers out for their first possession and leading the offense in his first season with the team, quarterback Baker Mayfield.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Mayfield. He gets it to Thomas. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Mayfield now. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
That 2nd down play nets a -4. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start here with Jackson, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The numbers for Jackson in last week's game, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary.
2nd down, another carry for Jackson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
1st down, Lions on a pickup of 13. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe you could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown.
Jason Kabenda with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A
Aleem McNeil, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing, Mayfield.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And down he'll go at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And really, we're talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top 2 teams in the NFC.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a give up the middle.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. His way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
With his 12th rushing touchdown and 13th score overall. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Mayfield. He's got Fuller. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the give, this is their fullback. The tackle made by L.J. Ford. Again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Swift. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Swift will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, there was a trust factor in that call, turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the first down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And you can see, as many of you already know, they have clinched the NFC South. But as it stands, Charles, they would still need to host a game on Wild Card Weekend.
And that's a good thing for them, because coming out of your division, getting to the playoffs with an opportunity to host to start the playoffs, that's a pretty good way to get things going. Whoever came out of this division, we knew that they were going to be playoff ready, and this team certainly is. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw, Mayfield. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up fourth.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Good push up front and then a run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
They'll get 15 yards for the second play in a row.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brought you.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop it. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lock it for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
He's still on his feet. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Tommy Tremble, 97 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Gonzalez able to tackle the PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
126 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's David Blau off the play fake. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here's Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And again, it's Mayfield.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Denver Broncos. Then on Sunday night, wrap up your Christmas day with a great one in the NFC, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern Time. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
A run there on first down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Play action. Blau. And Sharp calls it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing now for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Swift will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jason Kabinda, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield got his man, Robbie Anderson. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Mayfield. Open man is Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
57. Mike, 57.
Back to throw here. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now back to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That caught by Trimble. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. McCaffrey following the penalty.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right?
Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the third quarter. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They'll drop to throw.
There's Tremble, the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much.
A good spot to be in for this defense. They'll head back out, protecting a big lead here in this fourth quarter of play. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And now here's another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the postgame.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Going to the air again with Mayfield.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Quickly into the hands of Fuller. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they...
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive 7 plays in length. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. They run on first down with Jackson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Godwin Igwebuike
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry a rhythm from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw is caught here by Anderson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Mayfield with it once more. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Lions,
they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0.
And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop now to 12-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for